Good to go, Mike. Yep.
Alrighty. Now that I got the go ahead. Welcome to the Canadian Bowler Final, everybody. Since this is the final, we're going to announce everybody who has made the final today. So not just our premium rink. So on rink number 12, we have the Village Brewing Championship. So although these players struggled yesterday, they've come out mightily today. So first player, he is representing, is it Mayfair Lawn Bowling Club in Saskatoon? Yep. Owen Wright.
The movie star! Woo! Woo! Let's go, movie star! Yeah.
And his opponent, hailing from the Calgary Lawn Bowling Club, he asked me to change up his song. So, we've got Scott Packer.
Oh, we gotta get the Pac-Man theme music for that.
On a warm summer's eve, on a train bound for nowhere, met up with a gambler, we were both too times.
In our second event, on rink 11, we have the Treaty 7 Championship. Representing Calgary Lawn Bowling Club, we have Josh Cameron. And his opponent, also representing Calgary Lawn Bowling Club, Stephen Maloche. And on our premium rink, we got our ring girl out there, John Patulli, strutting around with that belt that they're playing for. The prestigious Canadian Bowler Championship. Well crafted in America, brought to Canada.
You guys can touch it.
They can each touch it, give a touch, see who's going to get it. They're going to fight it out for it right away here. She represents the Honolulu Lawn Bowling Club. Please welcome Claire Day. And her opponent, representing the Calgary Lawn Bowling Club. He made me change his theme song because apparently the other one wasn't lucky. Here's his new one, Staying Alive. Bob Selzler.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Canadian Bowler Open 2024 Singles Championship. We will be streaming the championship match between Bob Selzler and Claire Day for the Canadian Bowler Singles belt, as well as $1,000 in cash. Should be a good match. Claire and Bob have had a great run of bowls and a great run of games. And I don't know what else to say about that. Enjoy the bowls, enjoy our commentary, and hope you guys have a good time.
Of course, that was the Canadian Spider-Man, Daryl Fitzgerald, giving us a great intro.
We do have a couple other championships going on. The Treaty 7, which is our secondary bracket for the middle 16 competitors. And we have the Village Brewery bracket for those that didn't quite make the cut of the top two brackets. It's the, we just call it the beer bracket.
The beer bracket, yeah. Playing for a little bit of cash. So the Treaty Championship, you've got the Camaro, Josh Cameron, taking on Mr. Melosh, I think.
Yep.
And then the movie star, Owen Wright, playing in the Brewery Cup against the Pac-Man, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, the Pac-Man.
So that's your 3 games. The teams did have the option to play for third. There was some money for third in each of the rounds, but the third and fourth place teams agreed to split the money for third. So equal third to Dave Anderson and Lyle Mick. So congratulations to them.
Yeah.
The first end here, of course, Claire's going to be using. She's been on the stream once or twice already, so we're already aware. I think Bob's already been on the stream as well. So Bob's using the Red Bulls. Claire's using the Lignoid, size 1 Lignoid, nice light blue bowls.
That's right, yeah.
Working good for her today.
Bob getting off to a good start. Now putting one deep, I guess just in case Claire wanted to punch that back.
Me and the Spider-Man have moved our tent a little bit just to give ourselves a little bit of cover from the sun, as it's a warm one out there today.
It is hot.
You wouldn't be the Canadian Spider-Man by tomorrow, you'd be the Canadian Lizard
That's right.
if he was out in the sun for too long. Of course, for those who didn't hear, we also had the Bowl of Rumble this afternoon, 2 bowl singles.
Yeah.
And the final in that one was Appleberry Crisp, Roy Riggy, coming up second place to a very good-looking man that finished first. I'm not sure who it was, but he was a good-looking man. If you can hear that right now, that's the flyover coming now. We had arranged for a flyover for the start of the game. Glad that it arrived on time. So
Yeah.
Daryl paid good money for that. So thank you, Daryl, for arranging the snowbirds to come overhead. Oh, Black Betty.
Bob off to a good start there. Looks like it should be a 2.
I feel like we should almost head to the bar and grab ourselves the Seltzer for this game
I know.
to honor him. If you're tuning in for today's game, please make sure to drop your name in the chat and let us know who you're cheering for, along with any questions that you might have. We're going to be happy to discuss anything that's going on. We're excited about this final. It's been some great bowls over the last couple days, and we're going to have a very deserving winner.
You might be able to hear that even the competitors that aren't playing are having a great time. So
That's what it's all about.
That's right.
Having a few drinks on the sideline, enjoying themselves.
Bob throwing a really long jack.
Not sure
Is it
that'll
gonna
hang
stop
on.
at the ditch? No.
No. Bloop.
All right.
Thank you to JD, giving a mark in the final for us today.
That's right.
Always nice of the players that fall out in the tournament to help us out. It's great.
Claire pulling the mat up just a little bit.
Claire really thrived with that mat up sort of moderate length in the semifinal. It'll be interesting to see if she goes to that again. That's where the jack's going here. Moderate length like I expected.
Yep.
Seems to be her bread and butter. So I think you, Luke, and Mike must be very proud of this event. I think it went about as good as you could possibly have hoped for. over these first couple days. There's obviously 2 days left. We're only hitting the midpoint here, but everything's ran smoothly. And I don't know how many times I've been approached and thanked for what a great tournament I'm running. Of course, I'm John and not Michael, but helping out where I can. So helping out you three Canadian Bolas.
That's right. It's been fantastic. Great weather, lots of sun, no clouds, great greens, great competitors. Everybody's been so good. Calgary Lawn Bowling Club has been a great host. Volunteers have been second to none. Couldn't have asked for a better spot to host this, and it looks like everybody's having a great time, and that's really what this is all about. Good tunes too.
Very good.
Jason Gale cheering out Claire. Jason and Donna watching from Australia. Good to have you on the broadcast. Appreciate you tuning in. See, great coverage and commentary. Thank you.
Whoa, whoa, Black Betty. Claire asking how short her bowl is. 3 feet is what it was.
Throwing a little wide on that green. Bob peeling out his shot bowl. Claire might be holding one now. Looks like it. Claire with a great bowl here. Right up to the jack. Bev and Ian watching from Millet, Alberta. Go Claire. Got some good Claire supporters here.
Claire certainly had probably one of the toughest schedules you could have on the day. You've got yourself a national team member Gregory Wilson to start the day. That's a tough round of 16 matchup, and she's able to overcome one of the best bowlers in the country right there for sure. Then all of a sudden you get to the round 8, and it's not much easier. You've got club pro Roy Riggy, who's
That's right.
always been in the mix at Canadian Nationals as a single player, always in the top 3 or 4 it seems. So real tough second one, and all of a sudden she comes away with a win in that one. And who do you play besides
Anderson.
probably 8 to 10 time Canadian champion David Anderson in the semifinals? So I mean, she's been knocking him down. Another great shot there from Claire. I think that's a 3-baller.
I have to say both Bob and Claire have been bowling fantastic, so we expect nothing less during this.
I love Claire's Macho Man shades as
The
well.
shades are perfect, yeah.
You got to call her the Macho Lady,
The
maybe.
Macho
then.
Lady.
Yeah. Or call her Miss Elizabeth, maybe, the Macho Man's lady.
Yeah.
So it's a couple of big ends to start, but might not be out there too
2
long
and a
if
3,
we're
yeah.
scoring 2s and 3s at a time. The movie star took the jack to the ditch in the brewery game. It's a great bowl by him.
couple loose bowls here.
Jacob Swires cheering for Claire as well, all the way from Ottawa. Great to see.
Nice.
She's got her supporters from all over Canada, and I'm sure she's going to have some of her club mates from Honolulu tune in as well.
That's right. Oh, a little
I think
clip on the way
I
by.
think she tickled it.
Bob with a nice bowl here, just shooting it over to Claire.
I think he's still the
Unfortunately,
shot, though.
Yeah. Claire could hit her own. If she hits that line again, she could actually drill a jack.
Claire coming up a little bit narrow. Good weight. Bobby asking whose shot. It's confirming one up for
Yeah,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Seltzer soda.
Lime twist. Eh?
Another bowl coming down here. Looks well
really
weighted.
good.
Bobby
Yep. 2.
making it rain. Not a cloud in the sky, but he's making it rain.
Claire coming down the other hand.
Probably going to have a little bit of weight. Just needs to dip under her bowl, and she's close, but I think she's going to catch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
she might have been on the
unfortunate.
jack otherwise. Could be a big end now for Bobby. Just needs to repeat his last bowl, and it'll be a three-banger again. Back-to-back three-bangers for each of them if he can get this one. It's got about 2 feet to draw, too. Line's good once again.
Is the weight good?
I think he might not have, maybe pulled the plug a bit.
Yeah. Just pulled that string a little too tight.
This will be 2. Bobby takes the lead 4-3. Reminder, the final is a race to 31 points. No, it's just a 21.
Just a 21.
Don't want them out there too long.
It's been a long day for these bowlers. They've started at 9 in these finals and also played a full day yesterday, so I'm sure they're getting tired.
They certainly are going to earn the championship belt. Being out there
100%.
probably close to 10 or 11 hours by the time everything's said and done. No, I'm good, thanks. Fairly long jack coming here. A couple, maybe a yard or two short of the tee.
Don't forget, coming up the next 2 days, we will have the pairs portion of this event playing for the tag team championships. It will be 14 ends, right through to the knockout stages. A killed end is an end played, which is something a little different for this event. So you kill an end, it's blanked, and you move on. And we have tag team rules. So if you and your partner, lead or skip, want to change positions in between an end, you may do so.
Up to 3 times.
Up to 3 times.
In a game.
So we'll see if that plays anything into here. And Bob with a bomb on his first one.
And then also in the pairs, I believe that last end's the only one that's open, so that's the one you can't. You can kill it, but the rules that we used to play 15 or 20 years ago, where the end was open, you could keep killing it, but someone needs to score in the final end of the game.
Yeah. Just too quiet.
It's Bob's line one here. We'll see if CD can come in. Clear day.
Looks a
Like
good
that
bowl.
line.
Yeah. Right on the jack. Yeah.
What a bowler.
What a bowl.
Not quite a Canadian Spider-Man because that's a front resting toucher, but
Yeah, you need a
back resting toucher is the Canadian Spider-Man. Bobby's got a pretty good line here again, too.
Yeah.
Maybe just a fraction wide. I don't know if his come quite as much as Claire's do.
He'd like this to roll back a little bit more.
He had great weight, but yeah,
Jack
his
high.
bowl tried to use Claire's line, but as we've seen today, Claire's bowls are going to move more than anybody else's. A, she's throwing a size 1, and B, she's throwing the lignoid. So
Lignoid, yeah.
you get a size 1 lignoid, you're going to get a lot of movement on these greens. So Claire's able to go out a lot wider than everybody else. Yeah, Claire's out wider than Bob's bowl, but that'll come inside Bob's bowl if she's got the right line, or the right weight, I mean.
Just
A little light.
Great line.
Kind of in the way now. Probably forces Bob to play more of an aggressive line, maybe a couple yards on, drag the cat back, or
Chip that bowl
optimally
out.
chip that bowl out. You could maybe even, certainly 3,
Yeah.
potentially 4.
He's opting for a little wider line.
I don't think that one's going to work. Just don't think it'll come back that far. It's more of a Claire line again. Can he chip it across? Not quite. A good spot.
Yeah.
2 close ones now. We'll see. Claire's bowls come down so much, she could probably actually draw around her short bowl on this hand.
She might just lob one in there.
Or she could come underneath to Bob's second shot. Either way, that's a 2. So she can come on either side of her bowl and probably make 2 here. Don't think she threw this one, though. She's under. Does she
Maybe.
have the weight?
Maybe, yeah.
She did. Oh, but
Oh.
I still think that's good. I think
Yeah,
that's good for
that
2.
was good.
It's a great shot. So they keep trading 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
They're meaning business. Michael Patulli wanted to give a shout out to John Seitman, who's often in the chat. Just wanted to thank him for supporting the chat. And if he's got any comments tonight to let us know, we'd be happy to comment.
For those of you in the chat, we appreciate all the support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All the interaction helps us raise awareness of this channel, support our videos, and support events like this and streaming like this. We can't do it without all of your support, so we appreciate that a lot.
I believe you said that you maybe have some more coaching videos coming out.
Yeah, we're hoping to do another series and maybe do some drills this time. Give people some ideas of what to do when they're having trouble with line, weight, delivery, whatever it is. Kind of supplement the delivery coaching videos as much as we can.
I trust that you'll be wearing a Spider-Man costume when you're doing those videos. I think you'll
I may
get
have to.
more views and more attention if you just swing in from the roof before you do your coaching. That'd be quite entertaining in my end, at least.
seems to be an interesting spot for the jack. Bob
This
might
looks
have
good
us
from
in
Bobby.
here.
A little bit
Still
of
just
extra
sailing
gas.
through, yeah.
See a fairly loose end so far. Claire's bowl, about a yard behind the jack, I think is probably the shot.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Nice line here from Claire. She's going to drop down at the end. Weight looks good here. This will be shot bowl for sure. Very well bowed.
Yeah, great bowl from Claire.
It's funny how their lines are so different.
Yeah,
I think he's still tight. That's
yeah.
could get a result though. Chips himself up. He might get second shot there.
Just trying to find that in-between line.
But Claire's going out a full line further. If you see the lines on the green, than
Yeah.
Bob is currently. It's a little bit tight for Claire's bowl.
Yeah, it's going to dive right under.
Could be in the count though. Probably is, yeah. As long as it slams on the brakes. Yeah, that'll
Yep.
be in the count for
That'll
sure.
be in the count.
Probably 3 for Claire here. 2 and a look anyway. So this is a big bowl for Bobby. Doesn't want to drop another 3-baller if he can avoid it. Just wants to skate past his front bowl. Nestle right up to the kitty. It's probably close for his line.
Yeah.
Very close. Is he going to scoop it?
Might scoop
Or is he
it.
going to swallow it? He kind of spit it. Hard to say. If he falls over, he might be shot. Otherwise, I think it's 1 for Claire. Didn't quite swallow that full.
Yeah, I think it's Claire.
1 for CD. Makes it 6-4.
If we get having Claire on the stream, we should be getting a sponsorship from Slim Jim, I think.
Ooh, yeah.
Number 2 is Slim Jim. Number 2 is Slim Jim. Mid-length jack for Claire. Looking really good here. Just on weight.
What a bola.
What a bowl.
Nestling, that's close enough to being a Canadian Spider-Man. Basically,
Yeah.
a back resting toucher right there. Bobby's a little bit tight here. A little overweighted though, so it comes into the back. With where Claire's bowl is, definitely potential for the jack to ricochet over there. Very well bowled here.
Yeah.
Just gonna slide just behind it, looking like another Spider-Man.
Claire's
It is.
fiber length. Wow.
2 Canadian Spider-Mans in a row. I've never done that myself. Back-to-back jacks is what they call it in baseball.
Yeah. All right. Does Bobby have an answer?
He's in the neighborhood here.
Yeah. It's
Awful close.
Very close.
Oh, my
what a
goodness. What a bola. I'm not sure who's the shot there. Probably Bobby.
Tom, yeah, they can. A lot of them use them for line. They help speed up the game as well.
To measure all the way around, I slightly made her bob some.
And the main reason for putting the lines on there is to speed the game up from jack setting perspective. You've got the center line there to immediately put your mat down, immediately put your jack down. And also if you ever get a boundary jack or boundary bull, allows you to check it nice and quick.
Yeah.
Marker giving some direction to Claire. Claire's asking where the bulls are. He said it's very close, measure all the way around, but he favored Bobby's last bull. So Claire's still in great position here. She's just going to want to pick the cat up a couple inches or just nestle Bob's bull out. Really, both of those are really good result for her. She likes it. She's sprinting down after her bull. I think she maybe pulled the string this line, though. Yeah, good line for what the shot she probably wanted, because she probably planned to be a little bit overweight into that, but pulled the string just a little.
It's a tough one for Bob because
Yeah, you don't really want
you could push that jack into Claire's
to.
bulls.
You could give Claire 2 here. Yeah, I'd almost come the other way if I was Bob, to be honest. Try and just play my bull into Claire's.
That's fair. It's a good call.
And that way, if you do touch the jack, you're going with it. I mean, most you'll go down as 1. Good chance here for Claire, though. Head setting up nicely for her. I expect her to throw an appleberry crisp here.
Checking the far bull, out of bounds.
You know Claire's going to be close here, though.
Yep.
I think she's a little tight unless she really upped her weight.
Just gonna skirt by.
Probably good weight for what she's trying, just a little tight. If I was Bob and he shot, I might not throw here, to be completely honest.
Yeah, he's gonna take a good look.
Tough to make this any better than it is. Certainly easy to make it worse, though, if he is the shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you confident enough?
I certainly wouldn't be. Of course, if you're down, that changes everything.
That's right.
Because if he is down, it's very easy to make it better. Coming in from our left on the screen there, just roll his ball once towards Claire's. Certainly be the shot after that. Big wind gust there, but luckily we're undercover right now. Tent's floating a little bit, but looks like it's going to stay down. Bob's a little tight here. Don't think this is going to change the end. So I imagine we'll see a measure here, but the marker did think that Bobby was 1. Updates in the other games at all? Do you know what the score is in the other games?
Standing right in front.
Looking like a caliper here.
Is it Josh? Couple updates. Don't know who's ahead right now, but the Treaty 7 game of Josh Cameron and Stephen Maloche is 7-2. Josh is holding 2 right now. He just trailed the jack to his back bull. And the Village Brewery game is 5-4. I'm not sure exactly who's on top. But we will try to get you updates on those when we can. What was that?
In the Treaty Cup, we've confirmed that the Movie Star is down 6-4. Or he's in the Brewery Cup, 6-4.
Brewery Cup.
Yeah. So we got a short jack here. Bobby coming up a little light. So Claire's line 1, just short of the kitten. A little bit narrow.
Can confirm that Josh Cameron is up 7-3. Stephen Mills just picked up 1 in that last end.
That'd be quite the turnaround for the Camaro if he can win that one.
Yeah.
I know he started 0-3. He was before his last game yesterday. He was joking around that the players, we had the 40-person draw, but 38 only played. So he's joking around that the 239 and 40 that weren't actually players were 0 points, 0 plus minus, but they were well ahead of him because he was 0 points with a minus 30 plus
right.
minus. So he actually was below the players that weren't playing.
Yeah.
Then he got a big win in his last game just to squeeze into the Treaty 7 championship, and he's caught fire. Maybe he's just an older Camaro. Took a little bit longer for him to rev his engine, but
got to warm up the car. Yeah.
once he got it going, my goodness, can't stop him right now. One of the smoothest deliveries, certainly, in the tournament.
Bob
the
just
Camaro.
sailing through. Claire's holding 2.
Yeah, the Camaro's got a nice, smooth delivery. Very repeatable. Nice for him to see delivering the bowls down the green.
Claire with a good head built up here.
Could be 3. Certainly 2, and then a nice position bowl in the back. So, Bob's going to attempt to break this up. He hasn't had the best end yet, so he's going to want to change that. First Wasp has joined us here finally. I thought maybe they were gone for good,
I was
but
hoping.
got through the first half an hour or so of the final.
Bob
It's
with
a good bull,
bowl
Bob.
here.
I think he's still probably down 2. She's asked, so
Yeah.
we'll hear from the marker for sure.
Two. Yep.
Nice line from Claire again here. She's just going to want to settle in just past her bowls.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to touch the
looks
jack
good.
here. She's 2. Doesn't want to touch the jack. Oh, unlucky. That's not good for her. She's probably still won, but probably made it worse.
Yeah.
One for Claire. So it's unfortunate that she threw a
A really good ball. Yeah.
Michael Spatafor in the chat saying Josh did not bring that delivery over from Ontario. I'm not sure how he used to deliver this.
No, it's brand new. It's
Is it?
absolutely brand new. Yeah.
Freshly packaged,
Uh,
fresh out of the box. It's a very unique delivery. I'm not sure I've seen one like that.
no, I think it's very unique.
But yeah, I'm not sure how he played out in Ontario. I know he played out there, but I hadn't seen him. This year was my first introduction to him. I've actually seen him 3 times now. This came out for Pobo, then he was at the Nationals, and now again here at the Canadian Bowler. So I've been able to see it or not. Nice fresh delivery. Could see others emulating that in the future because it's very easy to emulate, and I'm sure it helps with your weight control, to be honest. I know you do a lot of your videos on deliveries, so you're a better assessor of deliveries than me, maybe. I'm certainly not a qualified coach.
I never recommend a stationary delivery, so
No.
there you go. Bob just gonna sail under, good weight.
Claire's got a nice line here.
Yeah.
Weight looks good if she can just skinny her bowl. And she is.
Really
What a bowler.
nice. What a bowl.
Apple berry crisp right onto the kitten. Great bowl. Roy Riggy's been watching that one. He's going to try and implement that one into his game plan for tomorrow. He's playing in the 2-bowl singles, and let me tell you, he was throwing a lot of boysenberry crisps out there. Did not have the green down like he wanted.
Bob looking to just separate Claire from the jack. It's gonna come a little narrow.
No wick, so his bowl's falling towards the jack, though, nicely against its bias. I think he did settle in for second shot. Claire's going to probably come down in that same hand, just tap hers up.
Yeah.
She also has Bob's bowl to use if she's just a fraction wide. She's swung it in nice and wide again. That's wider than her last bowl, but it does come a lot at the end. I wouldn't be surprised if this drops in for second still.
On to Bob.
And indeed she
Yeah,
did.
What a bowl there.
What a bowler. What a bowler. If I didn't know better, I'd think that was Nathan Finley out there from last week because he was dropping them on the kitten left, right, and center.
So Bob's put a little extra on this. Looking for a little contact.
It's a little tight, but he might get second shot.
Second shot.
Yeah. Good result. Don't know if Claire can make the shot around her bowl anymore now. She could be able to come underneath it, actually. Draw a
Yeah, she
shot
could.
underneath hers.
Yeah. There's no harm in pulling that jack over that direction either. So
Yeah, I think she'll stick to that same hand if I was her. She's been playing it great. Nice swinger with her lignoid. And she could come around that bowl and still get second. But, I mean, if she wants to get to the jack, she needs to be underneath her short bowl now.
yeah.
Line's good, but I think she's a little light.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what Bob can do here because Bob can't really play from our left side with Claire's bowls there. But it's also going to be very difficult for him.
He might take another poke at it.
A couple yards over, if you cut the jack, probably it'll deflect off of Claire's bowl over to Bob. So could get a result that way. Difficult bowl, but possible.
He's coming in with the draw.
He's trying.
Just short.
Just a hair light. So that's going to be one more for Claire. Been interesting that we've got lots of celebrities at the greens here the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Interesting to see because, yeah, I have a podcast I follow back home known as the Canadian Bowler, and I've seen 2/3 of those guys out here. So very, very excited to see both of them and try and get a photo with them before we leave, because I know it's one of the best podcasts on Spotify for sure.
That's right.
I listen to it religiously. Then also saw a couple movie stars, so interesting to see. And then you've also got the bowling legends that are here. So best of all the different worlds.
Great mix of players. Just a reminder, if you are out there watching, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. All your interactions help us out immensely. Keep this channel going, keep our content coming, and help fund awesome events like this in Canada. And hopefully we can do some stuff for North America. So Claire with a bomb on her first bowl. And Bob is trying to
Very
sneak
close.
that jack off.
Just missed. 2 good ones to start the end. Michael Patulli resting with his shoes off. Got him far enough away from him, because I don't know if you've heard, but the Patulli's feet after a day out in the sun, not something you want to be close around when they take their shoes off.
Noted.
I am actually worse than Michael, so I'll make sure to keep mine on for you here. Otherwise,
Thank you.
you might want a 100-meter restraining order on me.
It's been a long 2 days. We got 2 more days to go.
I don't think it's been long at all. I've just been enjoying myself so much. The day's
True.
just flying by. You know, time flies when you're having fun, and that's what we're doing at this tournament. We're having a lot of fun. I do get to sleep a little bit more than you, which is nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Staying at the same place as you and Michael, but yeah, you guys are up to 11, 12 o'clock each day and working on those things, and then you're up at the 6 a.m. crack of dawn as well to get out
Yeah.
there. So those 18-hour days, I'm sure, a little more taxing on you, but certainly we appreciate everything you guys are doing. This has been the best tournament I've been at all year, that's for sure.
Awesome.
Run very well. Look up to you guys. You guys are 2 of my idols and bowls. Learn a lot from you guys. Really enjoy your coaching moments as well to help me become a better bowler. Claire with another beauty. She is on her game.
Yep.
Wow. I've seen Claire for a lot of years. Seen her at a lot of tournaments. This might be the best I've ever seen her roll, though.
She's been bowling fantastic.
She's been stroking it all week, both days, just on top-notch games.
She wants
Very
the belt.
few low bowls. Yeah.
She wants that belt. It's a beautiful belt. The red belt will complement the yellow flowers on the hat
I agree.
and the shades.
She has the Macho Man
She has
shades.
the Macho Man shades. She's got to get that belt to complete the outfit.
Bob's coming in from the opposite hand that I would expect him to, but could maybe get a result with a connection here.
He's got one of them.
He's going to take one out. That's about as good as you could hope for there. Claire's going to want to get a second one in there now.
Yeah.
Bob finds a way to get that one out. It could be a big end for him. A little bit of chicken fry. I have to go for a chicken fry after the game's done.
That'll be delicious.
Nice line again. Weight looks close.
Claire's close. Promote that front one.
What a bowl.
Good bowl.
Got a question about what end they're in. We're not sure. Ends don't matter today. It's
Yeah.
Race to 21 points. I think they've played about, I would be guessing this is end 9 or 11, but yeah, ends aren't irrelevant today. It's just first one to 21 points.
Bob's probably looking for just a little contact on Claire's bowl. He might even try to drag it to his back bowl.
Yeah, I see him coming through with a yard or two or weight on my forehand, so everyone else's backhand. Connect on Claire's bowl or pick up the cat. It's going to be all good for him if he's reaching. Not sure he is. That was a great line, but he's just
coming up a little,
bit short. So that's one more, I think, for Claire. So it's going to make it 9-5. Got a question in the chat from Pierre, one of the best bowlers out there in Ontario.
Wiener champion, man. Previous Wiener champion, I should say.
And he did very well in a couple of those other tournaments this year, too. Head down to the Southwest Open, I believe it was, second place.
That's right.
Did well.
NED. Was that the NED?
I think so.
Yeah.
And did very well in the provincials, too. But he asked what the greens are running, 13 to 14. We did time them yesterday, and they were getting up to close to 14. They're a hair slower today, so I'd say, they're high 12s, maybe the low 13s now with the sun in the afternoon.
Yep.
So still nice
That makes
pace.
sense.
Very true greens, so nice pace. I did talk to some of the people from around Alberta, and they're a lot greener than we expect because their significant water restrictions came in the last couple of days. So they really had to water them beforehand because now I think they're on a 3 or a 4 week break where they're not able to water them anymore. So they really watered them heavily in advance of that because they knew they could lose them otherwise. And then actually the day you arrived, I guess, there was a very heavy
rained a
rainfall, I
lot,
think.
all day.
So then I think that was the first day on the restrictions, so they got even more rain. So very lush right now, but still quite fast. So very green, but you're still getting a nice 12.5, 13 seconds.
As you can see on the stream, we're getting late in the day. Those long shadows are starting to drape right across the green. Can make it really difficult to gauge distance. Coming in and out of shadows. Bobby trying to come down here and draw Claire off. But just
Shadows
gonna
are
crash
kind
it.
of hard to see
Yeah.
how close they are, but Claire's bowl is about a foot short. Believe that bowl that wrecked out on front still a second shot. Sun's just starting to duck behind the trees in the distance, so we might get a little bit more shade here over the next 15 minutes. Claire's not going to love that one. A little bit tight and light.
No, tight.
Looks a little tight unless he's upped his weight.
Just
Well-weighted
kinda
bull, but
through.
he slides under. I don't think that'll sneak through the back door. I think Claire's still on. That bull is jack high, though.
Claire's just looking to draw another good one in here.
In some ways, that helps Claire out. It gives her a bit of a guider if she happens to be a little bit heavy. Something to tickle off of towards the cat. Claire's a lot wider on this one. If it's weighted, that'll drop just enough, but I think she's maybe a little bit heavy. Still a good spot.
Yeah.
Cover in the back in case Bob gets aggressive with his last bowl.
Ed Gallagher in the chat, putting up a great point that Claire is going to the Champions later this year. So there's no doubt that she is an excellent singles player, and she's definitely showing it here.
If she's able to win, she'll be able to take her championship belt down there too.
Go on a tour.
Be interesting who shot here. I believe that probably Bob snuck in on that last, but I could be wrong. We'll see who picks up. Claire setting the mat. I think you're right.
Yeah.
1 point for Claire. Just must have been a couple inches short of what he needed.
All right. Claire with the mat way up.
Movie star. Threw a big weight shot there. Didn't quite get what he needed.
Looks like it's a tight game, 8-7 on that side.
Playing for the Brewery Championship. What's the Camaro up to in his game?
Looks like Camaro is up 14-5 in the Treaty 7 Championship.
Playing for $400.
$400.
Camaro, that's not a bad little prize pocket there
Yeah.
for the secondary pool. And of course, I think you said, in addition to the belt, $1,000 in cold hard cash on the line in this gold medal
$1,000.
match.
Top singles player, yeah.
Although second place is still going to take home a cool $750, so they're doing okay as well.
Yeah.
Not a bad day's work either way.
Well, roughly $10,000 prize pool across these events. Trying to give back to the Bulls community, make a nice top prize for coming out here and playing singles, and then also for playing pairs.
And of course, they're going to get all those valuable points towards the King of the Green. King of the Green,
That's right.
who can accumulate the most points between the two events, will be the equivalent of the bowler of the tournament, I guess.
That's true.
I believe you guys have a special belt for that as well.
We do. We have little mini belts, courtesy of Phoenix Championship of Bowls and Rob Gallipo. And he's graciously put up $500, so $250 each for their top male and top female.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
Nice bowl from Claire there. She kind of
Bulls
So-
events, supporting Bulls events. It's good.
Claire spit the jack a little bit there. If she could have swallowed that back up, she would have
That
been in
would've been awesome.
great shape. Still a nice bowl, but millimeters really away from a tremendous. Claire checking. Surely she's lined the shot. Might actually be two.
Yeah.
What a bowl here.
Looking nice. Wow. Just coming up a little short, but
Definitely in the count. Kind of blocking a line as well. 3 for Claire right now, so Bob's going to want to get in there, disrupt some of her momentum. Got a question in the chat. Mike wanted to know where Bob's from. Fairly certain that was Calgary, but you can confirm for me.
I'm
Certainly
pretty
from
sure he's
Alberta.
from here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do get confused between the players between Commonwealth and Edmonton and here. That's where the majority are from, but you've also got Rotary and Stanley Park here as well.
Nice bowl. Makes the connection, checking to see if he stuck around in time. Certainly got second shot.
Yeah.
Confirmed he's first shot.
First
That's
shot.
a great bowl.
John Seitman coming in the chat saying he's from Calgary.
He also plays down south, I know.
Yes, he does.
Actually whooped you guys, I think, in a tournament down there. In the
he was
offseason.
their
You guys,
only loss.
you guys somehow won the tournament, even though he cleaned your guys' clocks, I heard. In the, what was that, the South Central Open? Did you guys play? Civic Pairs, maybe?
That's right. Pairs. Oh, Claire. What a bomb.
Oh, Spider-Man. Canadian Spider-Man on the jack again.
swinging in there with the leg noise.
Certainly been learning a lot from your coaching videos. You can
That's
tell
right.
that she's dropping them in there like no one's business. She did move the cat a little bit to the left. I wonder if that changed who's second shot. Still probably moving it back, though. So I can't imagine
Yeah.
she brought her second in unless she somehow really hit it straight sideways. But
Not likely, but
Bob's in the neighborhood here, but I don't think this would make enough of a connection to be shot.
yeah. Good shot, but
Certainly just one now. Claire extends her lead. She's now over halfway home.
there we go.
Take this time to shout out to our sponsors of the event here. I know we had 3 or 4, so we'll let Daryl run through them quickly. We had certainly Derek Dillon with a very
Captain
nice.
Corduroy, yeah. Coming in, sponsoring the event. We really appreciate his involvement. Phoenix Championship of Bowls for the male and female player of the tournament. We got support from Village Brewery, helping Calgary Lawn stock the shelves with stock the bar, I should say. Some good stuff. Accommodations from Aloft. Really appreciate them housing some of our players. I want to shout out Calgary Lawn Bowling Club and all their volunteers for supporting us in this and being gracious hosts. They've been fantastic. Everybody's been so helpful. We really, really do appreciate their help.
Maybe Henselite Canada, I think, or as well.
And our big sponsor of the channel and a big supporter of this event, Bowls in Canada, North America's Henselite dealer, supplying some much needed bowls gear that have been selling quite well. A set of bowls, nice orange bowls. Everybody's been asking about those. They've been really intrigued by them, and
Lots of Grippo and spray chalk.
yeah, it's been fantastic. And lots of scorecards. Scorecards look fantastic.
They do. Got all 3, minus your guys' mugs on there, obviously.
Mhm.
Makes it a little bit uglier when you got to look at you, Luke, and Mike at all times, but I kind of just color you guys in. And then, of course, all of the volunteers. You've got volunteers that came from different provinces, but primarily the different Calgary Lawn Bowls members
Yeah.
have been wonderful these last couple days and will continue to be. Just a beautiful, beautiful scene.
It's been fantastic.
The greens are great, facility's great. Can't ask for much better than this. Unless you maybe got Brett the Hitman Hart out himself to present the championship belts at the end of this.
That would have been fantastic.
Maybe you'll
with 2
surprise
good
us here,
bowls
too.
Yeah.
Claire's got good weight on both her bowls, so she just needs to make a minor adjustment on that line. She'll be dropping that kitty down low if she can.
Mhm.
I think she's a hair tight again.
That's a
She
little
upped the
tight,
weight.
yeah.
Bob's going to hold up enough probably to get a third. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
just
shot.
on the inside. Good.
Fell out. I didn't think he's jack high, so still get the measure there. Probably 3. It's a big bowl for Claire, otherwise Bob's going to bounce right back into this game.
A huge thank you to our draw master, Pat Voss. He's coming all this way to help us with the draw, help us sort through scorecards, post results. It's been fantastic. She has been an absolute dream of a helper and a volunteer. helping Mike and myself sort through some of those cards while we're trying to deal with questions and other logistics during the day. So big thanks to Pat for all her help.
I think you have to give a shout out to Mr. Michael Riley as well, who's been such a helpful man around, making sure we've had markers on every green, making sure everything runs smoothly. He's certainly the heartbeat of this club, and it's a wonderful man, and he's done a lot for us this week, and we thank him immensely for everything that he's doing to help make this tournament run so smoothly.
Absolutely.
I believe we got 2 here.
Yeah.
Marker communicated that was 2. So we've got ourselves an 11-7 game, just as we expected. This is probably going to be knockdown, drag 'em out affair. Going to go right to the
Really close.
right to the wire. Camaro's continuing to pull away there.
15-7?
Yeah. And then 11-9 for the Movie Stars game. I'm not sure who's winning that one. It's the Movie Star on the top or the bottom, do you know?
I think he's on the top.
So Movie Stars up by 2, I think, then. Got a long jack here. Almost T to T, really.
Yeah. Bob's got the mat all the way back.
Longest we've seen all game. So we're going to see who adjusts first here. This is about as long as you can go, or maybe a meter short of being full length.
Yeah.
I think Bobby's a little bit tight and light in this one. Weight didn't end up being too bad, only a couple feet short. More so a line thing. See if Claire's able to make the adjustment now. Claire's certainly going to need to go wide on this long jack. Don't even know if that's wide enough for her bowl. She's 2 lines out. Not even sure if that's far enough out. Not bad on line, more of a weight. Maybe 3 meters short. Marker confirming that Bob's first bowl is about 1.5 feet short. It's better line for
Good
him.
line here, yeah.
If he's got similar weight, this is going to be a good bowl, especially if he added anything. Almost bang on same weight, actually a fraction lighter. Maybe 2 feet light on that one. Thing about Claire's wide swinging bowls is Bob's probably in the line both ways right now.
Yeah, it could be.
Of course, you don't need to draw the jack clean. She can slip under both sides, come in a fraction narrow, and still going to be shot, or even swing around wide and get the shot bowl. She's swinging wide here.
Yeah.
I think let's slip about maybe 4 feet past. I think it's still 2 for Mr. Selzler.
Bob wants to get one a little closer than his last 2. Make it really tough on Claire. It's a little narrow, but maybe.
It's going to be in the count, though.
Yep.
Very well weighted. So pressure's on Claire here. She found her line on both bulls. She just needs to sort of split those two weights, and she'll be drawing the cat. It's about 6 feet light and then 4 feet heavy on her two bulls. Canadian Bulls legend Pat Bird's in the crowd watching tonight.
That's right.
Great to see him here. One of the not just better bulls in Alberta, but all of Canada. I think he's ranked in the top 100 in the world actually
That's
right now. So certainly a very
well,
strong
the
bull.
champion of champions last year.
She's going to stop. I think that's probably your shot bull.
Maybe, yeah.
Definitely second at worst. Big gust of wind there. We had Canadian Spider-Man had to use his extra limbs there to bring it down so we didn't fly off. Not sure why you don't just use your spider webs to keep this thing down, but
First match of the pairs kicks off at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, Mountain Time.
imagine you'll be streaming all rounds.
Yeah, so we'll be trying to stream all rounds if everything goes well.
You'll get this slug off the microphone at least, for the first day at least.
Yep.
Until I falter out, I'm going to try and throw a few close to the jack, play in the pairs.
Oh, Claire doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's very narrow, very light. So we'll have a measure for shot here. Marker indicated he thought one for Claire.
Great.
Where was he? So Claire's taking the mat. Looks like it'll be one for her. Update on the scores. We got the Camaro Josh Cameron up 15-8 on Stephen Meloche right now for the Treaty 7 championship. And then
I think the movie star is the bottom, actually.
so the movie star's down 12-9. The movie star, of course, Owen Wright, playing against the Pac-Man, Scott Packer, I think. So that's a 12-9 game for the Brewery Championship. Those are 3 games on the grass right now. First bowl from Claire coming up maybe a yard short. Bobby swinging a little bit narrow. Pretty good weight. Marker confirming Claire's just over 2 feet short.
Mm-hmm. Not bad here. Might promote our own.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Beauty. Spills them both in. Almost best case scenario right there.
Movie star just took the lead 13-12. Picked up a 3. Or 4
Owen.
even. Yeah.
The movie star. He's having himself a game. Went on, he, just like, actually, I don't even think he won yesterday. I think the
Maybe
brewery
not, yeah.
members, I think, yeah, they went 0-4. He's turned on the gas today. When it's showtime, he comes to play.
That's right.
He likes the lights and the camera.
Bright lights, big city, yeah. Claire's looking to...
I think that's a little too wide for Claire.
Yeah.
She didn't like the delivery. They do come back a lot, but I don't think that one's going to come back quite that far.
She's probably looking for
It's
that.
actually a
to
pretty
sneak
good
by.
spot, to be
Yeah.
honest. Matching Bob's two bowls sort of a couple feet behind off to the left. David Anderson enjoying the game. Equal third place, having another drink
Yeah.
with Lyle
Well-deserved
Mix.
break. Yeah. Claire looking to lob another good one in here. Make it tough on Bob. Good spot for Claire. Could even be in the count.
Looks to me like it would be, yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, it might even be 4. So this is a big bowl for Bob. 3 for sure.
3 for sure with the measure. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the area.
Any connection on his bowl is good here. He might miss everything, though. Oh,
Oh boy.
misses the back, too. So, I forget out the looks after those, but yeah. Certainly 2. I think it's 3 for sure, and probably
Yeah.
a look at the 4th. I'd predict 3 myself, but we'll see.
The back one looks in, but it's deceiving with the front. I think it's front's too far out.
I agree. No measure needed, so I presume that's 3. We'll confirm when the scoreboard's updated. At least 2 though for Claire.
Three.
Yeah, big 3-baller there. 15-7, so she's certainly now getting in within striking distance of that championship, only 6 points away. As we are playing 21 up singles today.
Yeah.
Thank you to Michael Patulli coming here to keep us hydrated in the tent. Daryl enjoying a seltzer, I think, just to help things go down. What a bowl by Claire again. We saw that in the last half of her game against David this afternoon, where
Yeah.
she really was just pinning it on her first bowl, end after end. Miraculous, really. When she's got the jack, that first bowl is a real weapon.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing, and she just locks it on. I'd say, especially when the game comes down to crunch time, it's almost like she's that
thrives
much
in it.
better. Yeah. Some of us crumble,
That,
but she rises up, it seems.
that mid-length jack is something that she enjoys.
That's part of the reason about being a real strong singles player, though, is if you can use the jack to your advantage, it's a real weapon, and she certainly knows how to do
Bob
that.
Not far off here.
Oh, what a bowl. Great
Just
try.
sliding
Just
by.
slide past. Claire's probably going to want to maybe slide around the back here with her second.
Yeah, probably.
Somewhere on the right side.
Give herself a little
Screen?
protection.
The way her bowl flops at the end there with the hard finish, she can get by her bowl by a lot. She's close. She might actually connect here. Not exactly what she was looking for, but turned out okay. She's still stuck with it.
Yeah.
Jack now
She
a
made
couple inches behind
it
Claire's bowl.
pretty hard for Bob to sneak that jack. He's going to have to hit that bowl.
I think it's still just the one. I think Bob's bowl in the back is now close to Jack high, so I think you'll see second shot there.
Little Aerosmith in the background.
I'd like to give a shout out to my partner from the Pobo, Daryl Hanoski, tuning in right now.
Nice.
Daryl and I finished second at the Pobo.
Good name.
We went, yeah. It's a better looking Daryl than you are, though. Delivers the bowl a little bit better than you,
Nice.
too. We went 11-0 in our first 11 games, and then we happened to shank the final, unfortunately. Carter Watson schlunked it up for 11 games, but somehow made it to the final and then won his own tournament. So
There you go.
could have been a gracious host and let us go home with the victory, but decided that he wanted to beat us in the final. Claire sort of in the camera shot now, but
It'll be a surprise to see what happens. Bob's going to be a little narrow on his.
it's probably 3 seconds, though, for Bob right now.
Yeah.
He can find some way to get that bowl out. Could be a big end for him.
Claire would like to get a second one in here, and if she can score the 2, make it getting into striking distance time. And put the pressure on Bob. She's looking for probably
thinks probably a
mid-back.
swinger into the back here, maybe.
Yeah,
Surprisingly, that one didn't come down nearly as much as most of hers do.
yeah.
But it's another back bowl, though, so she needs to. Bob needs to be careful with weight here, otherwise he could actually make it significantly worse if he did happen to hit
Very
Claire onto the jack and move it back too far. Certainly love to make a connection on her bowl and clean it out without moving the jack. Hard to say if that's possible right now. It doesn't look like there's a whole ton of separation there. I'm not sure he can move the bowl out coming from left to right. I think the only way he could swing around Claire's short bowl would be coming from the right. So we'll see if he's able to make a connection here. Cut into this lead that Claire's developed. Claire's covering her eyes right now. She can't watch.
Maybe. It's not finished.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, boy.
That's what we call a good chibo. Back home. Certainly not what he had up his sleeve, but I think he might have gotten the shot.
Yeah. That's bowls, folks. You never know.
At least it wasn't a 5-end set, because if one or two of those things happen to you in a 5-end set and you lose, it's a little bit harder. 21 up, you got a lot of time to fix
That's
those
right.
things.
Good tune, Arkells. Looks like Camaro is up 16-11 right now in his match for the Treaty 7 final.
Josh Cameron.
Yeah. And the beer bracket is 14-14.
Movie star likes to make them interesting.
Yeah. Cliffhanger.
True that, yeah. No, I've had too many today, thanks.
Seeing a stretched out jack here again, not a surprise. Trying to throw Claire off. First bull from Bobby coming up a little bit light, maybe 4 feet. Opens the door for Claire. She can adjust to this length first. Speaking of knocking at the door, that's what Claire is at right now.
That's right.
She's knocking at the door of victory right now. Nice starter. Goes maybe yard past.
I think Camaro's holding the 3 right now.
Into what, 19? I think he's at 16 right now.
Yeah, it would.
Wash comes up light.
Ooh, comes up light.
Camaro's on the precipice of victory as well.
Oh, Bob with a good close bowl there.
Big Rabbit just came running across the greens there. A little bit of excitement.
It's the first time I've seen a jackrabbit in person, so it's pretty cool.
Don't come out to Saskatchewan. They're everywhere. I had a dog that loved to chase them and go out into the field. There would be no less than dozens sometimes. So she's never quick enough to get them, especially as she aged, but she certainly liked to watch them. And now my son, when we take him out for walks, likes to look at them jumping around too. So yeah, jackrabbits are a dime a dozen back home for us. Greatly weighted bull by Claire.
A good second.
See the Camaro on your screen there, setting up the mat.
Yeah,
I believe he's using an Ontario Premier League shirt.
that's right. Heritage Heat.
Was he your teammate?
That's yeah, he was on the team for a bit.
That's your teammate. That's your quarterback. Another great shot by Bob. He's got sort of a target developing though for Claire if she ever wants to throw a bit of a weight. She's got the back covered and certainly has a target to run into now. That hit the jack, hit either of those 2 bulls, could be a good result for her. I know Claire's not a big weight thrower, but she could throw the couple yards through type of weight and big
Yeah,
target
clip
there
that
for her.
out.
Yeah.
She's in the draw.
Line that wide, yeah. It's certainly, I don't even think that'll come back to being jack to the jack, to be honest. What do I know though?
Wow.
Came in hard at the end, just missed. Good third bull.
That's right. You did have the sight man out there at Pobo.
Did we ever? Yeah, he was our biggest celebrity. They came out for the greens. We're so happy to have him out. Hopefully we see him again next year. Basically view him as another member of Team Saskatchewan. He's good friends with all of us. And I was hoping that you'd bring out a Nova Scotia shirt, to be honest, that we could trade. I've got about 5 Saskatchewan shirts. One's got his name on it. If he brings me a Nova Scotia shirt, I'd love to trade with him if he was ever happy to do that. I'd be happy to have John's jersey in my arsenal. So we'll see what Claire does here. She did have a beauty that just snuck just behind the jack, only a foot past. I'm sure she's still down the 2 though, so I don't know if she can draw the shot though.
I'd be ripping at it for sure.
I would too. I mean, if she had perfect weight, she obviously could.
She could trail it for a 4.
I don't think she could trail it on the hand she's playing, but she could certainly draw around that shot and get to one. I think to trail it, she'd really have to throw some gas on that hand, and I just don't know if that's...
She could get the deflection on the inside bowl.
That's true. Chop and lie type of thing.
Yeah.
John's talking about how in Pobo he's distracted by a rabbit. That was funny because it doesn't distract us. We see them everywhere, but it's funny how those types of things are different for different people that we see.
Oh, Claire's ripping at it.
It's coming down. She's close.
Coming down. She's close.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, she wanted the jack.
She almost had it.
Very unlucky.
That would have been a 4. That was a 4.
She was inches away from a 4, to be honest. That's one of those bowls where you can't throw that much better and just didn't get a result. She's
Yeah,
still down the 2.
Close.
Claire's playing very well. There's been a few of those shots that have gone in Bob's way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Claire kicks the ball. She's laughing, but she knows she was very close to making a wonderful shot. Very, very close. So 2 for Bob makes it 15-10. There goes the rabbit again. As you can see it on the screen.
There you go.
Trucking across. He's enjoying the game. He wants to get his views in.
There's your drinking game every time you see a rabbit.
Certainly don't want to play that in Saskatchewan. Wouldn't make it through. I've seen a few out here. They're not quite as prevalent.
Bobby
Wonder
just
if you
coming
could-
up a little short here.
Wonder if you could get points for hitting the rabbit if it comes by
Oh,
again.
man.
Because I mean, a lot of people do call I call it the kitty, but I mean it is called the jack.
The
So
jack.
you might as well call it the Jack
Jack Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Very good. Claire. Good opener.
Nice shot again. Movie star's got his hat turned sideways. If you can see it in his glasses backwards right now, must be a rally cap
He's
of
got one
sorts.
right on the jack.
See, he's got backwards hat, backwards sunglasses. So I mean, must some sort of rally cap for him. Sight for great eyes. Can't quite see it on the camera.
It's almost a good thug life picture.
Oh, John says that we can trade. That's great. I'll be able
Nice.
to add my. Certainly got an extra one for John. Was that the movie star again?
Yeah. I came up just a little short on his last.
See him walking down the green on the corner of your screen there, the movie star.
Clara wanted to get a second one close. She's on it. It's not a bad
Nice
ball.
Camaro just threw a back resting toucher too. How close is he to victory? 1914 by the looks of it.
Yeah, 1914.
So
He's on the verge.
Mr. Milosh has actually cut into the lead a little bit, but that's the one big point right there. Back resting toucher for the Camaro. I see the rabbit is back. We'll see if he comes onto the green. Right now he's just chilling off on the side. See if he decides to get a little bit closer. He's got a good rinkside seat though. I think part of the reason why Josh is doing so well is that repeatable delivery. He's able to maybe a little bit harder to push it hard enough. But when you're delivering like that, it's very easy to repeat the same delivery, take that step right out of it. Because sometimes if you step a little bit too far, that'll change your weight. Whereas Josh has kind of eliminated that. So it's a smart strategy. Obviously works well for him. I don't know if you'd want to use it on a slow green, but quicker greens like we're seeing here. Nice bowl here from Claire. Is it going to finish in time? I think it just stopped a little
Just
bit too
coming a
short.
little short.
Certainly one, maybe a measure for two.
Camaro chasing the bowl. He likes it.
Oh, wow. He's got
Oh,
a
what
front and a back resting toucher, the
Nice open
Camaro.
game.
He's extremely excited right now. Very, very, very happy. You can see it at the top of your screen right now. Let off into a boisterous yelp and writing something in his notebook about that shot.
He takes copious amounts of notes. Every bowl.
So now Mr. Milosh needs to make this his last bowl. You can see him heading back to the mat there. Otherwise, Josh Cameron is your Treaty 7 champion.
Yeah, that's right. Huge comeback.
A few fans coming in here, a couple of young girls wearing Batman shirts.
Yeah.
They must have thought didn't realize you were Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, wrong, yeah.
Not
Wrong
Batman,
superhero.
the Canadian Spider-Man, not the Canadian Batman. Claire coming up a little shy.
Oh, Josh was watching it come down.
Don't think that's going to come. Josh Cameron, congratulations. You're Treaty 7 champion. Sure, we've got a real pleased papa almost here, Daryl. His
Yeah.
Heritage Heat compadre and teammate for years has won the Treaty 7 championship, so you'll be able to present him with that championship necklace in the next hour or so here once our championship game wraps up.
That's right.
What a run he went on. So yeah, he won his last game yesterday and 4 today. So that's
For today. That's a huge
five
run.
in a row. What a boulder.
Alberta silver medalist in the singles went to Canadians. He can bowl on these greens, that's for sure.
Definitely one of the top bowlers in Canada, no question about it. And he proved it over the last 2 days.
Claire drawing one in close.
Big shot coming here from Bobby. Doesn't want Claire to take any more of a lead.
Yeah, he wants to start chipping away at that lead.
He's flying on this though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's actually going to go right into the ditch. So Claire, I can tell you can't quite see Bob's back though. I do believe he has second shot about 4 feet behind the jack.
Yeah, he's just out of camera shot.
The last maybe 2.5 feet of the green's not in camera shot.
Really
Another
good ball
beauty
here.
from Claire here, especially
Yeah.
she can make a connection on hers. Great
That's
shot.
pretty good. Wouldn't be surprised to see Bobby take another run at this. But he may just try to draw it down. Good second shot. Try to draw it in.
On that line, he's probably playing weight actually.
And it looks a little
he's
heavier,
just
but he's
narrow.
going to chip his.
That's actually
The
probably
front
3
one?
now.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of got a
Oh, he rolled in.
kind of got a weird against his biased roll, so it's probably only still the 2. He'd be third shot off to the side there.
Claire looking to put another one in here and make Bob really earn his point if he's going to get one.
She's a hair tight. We'll see how hard she can push
Oh,
that
she
front
wants
bowl.
slam on that front one. That's
Probably
good.
enough to get in there, though.
Yeah.
Probably
Looking at 3.
3 big ones, yeah. No real clear path for Bob to get in.
He does have best back, but that's
Couldn't
a
kill
big
the end,
hole.
though, because it just goes right back to where it is if you were to kill it.
It's a big hole too.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a wall of bowls.
I feel like he could probably come in from his left, punch his bowl onto the jack, or direct in off of it to the jack. It's probably his best option here. Certainly doesn't want to give up the 3 here, because that would be almost an insurmountable hill to climb.
Mm-hmm. We'll say around here, like Hawaiian shirts are a big thing.
I agree.
I'm looking around, and we had markers with Hawaiian shirts. We've got guys, some of the fans and the other players with Hawaiian shirts. It's a big thing.
Where was your Hawaiian shirt today?
I'm
Tomorrow.
wearing my Calgary Lawnmowing Club shirt. I've got to
Tomorrow.
represent it. Yeah.
I want to see you in a Hawaiian shirt tomorrow.
What do we
If you
think?
order a Hawaiian shirt, I'll get you a Hawaiian pizza.
Bob's
Just
ripping
a
at it.
He's quite narrow. He might actually
Yeah.
take his own out here and it'll be a 4-baller.
Oh,
Whew,
boy,
just
that was
about took his
close.
phone for a 4-baller. That's a big end as is. So
Yeah.
Claire's taking a massive lead, 19 to 10. It's going to be hard to knock her off the way she's rolling.
To be fair, I would have played the same shot.
I think I would have played, like I say, draw on the left-hand side, maybe a foot or 2 over, just catching either side of your bowl.
That's fair.
I feel like with the weight there, yeah, unless you nutted the jack there, you're not getting nothing great's happening. They're checking the 3rd one. I'm sure it's Claire, though, based
Yeah, it
off of
looks
my
like
view.
it. Yeah.
3 times.
Claire, within striking distance.
As our friend John Seitman noted, that's where you can sometimes see changes in strategy. Is now she's in the danger zone, I believe he
That's
called
right,
it. Where
yeah.
you can win it on any end now. And we will stick around for the championship belt presentation at the end of the game.
Absolutely.
We'll let the D-bag guy head in there to give the champion the belt. I'll maybe stay back and on the microphone, or get maybe Michael to come and do the microphone, and do the quick belt presentation on the green. Of course, we won't want to disrupt the Movie Stars game. Do you have an update on the game there?
18-15. I think the movie star's down 18-15.
So the Pac-Man. Movie Star and the Pac-Man are going 18-15 right now. Scotty Packer versus Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Actually, Owen Wright. But
Owen Wright.
funny story from Owen when he came up to Pobo. He tripped and fell one night. I think he went out drinking with his friends and came in the next morning with a huge black eye. He's got the big black shades that you see there. But when he took them off, he couldn't help but chuckle. And then the second day after he tripped and fell, it looked even worse. He looked like he had maybe gone 12 rounds with Evander Holyfield or something like that. So he wouldn't be getting any movie roles for the next few weeks after the spill he took.
All right.
ZZ Top in the background.
Love it.
So if this can spurn Bob on, he's got a clean shirt and new shoes, so we'll see if this spurns him on to victory. Claire's well-weighted 2 straight bowls, but she's quite narrow on both of them. So there's still a chance. The barn door's open. If Bob can drive his biscuits right into the kitten.
Oh, Bobby looks like he's coming up a little narrow on this one
I
again.
think his stays straighter than
Oh,
Claire's, though, so
He clipped it.
shot bowl.
Shot bowl.
Doesn't have to be pretty.
Well, the shadows have gone. We're now looking at just a little bit of shade coming across the whole green.
Yeah, sun's almost set below the tree line now, which is good. It was quite hot, and we were baking this afternoon here.
We're in
Felt
an
like we
oven.
were rhubarb crisp,
Yeah.
put in the oven a little bit too long.
Good spot for Claire. It's a little bit through.
Maybe 4 feet past. Bobby asking how short his bowl is. He's not really short, more so narrow.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 to 8 inches. Just needs, and to remember, he did run into Claire's bowl, so he actually
did.
probably would have been past Jack High for weight. Well-weighted bull, just 6 to 8 inches overweight. He just didn't come in. That could be second shot, though. Mikhail Papui coming over here. Talk to him quickly and get back to you. Thank you, BLBC. Keep up the great coverage and promotion for Canadian Bulls. I would certainly support this format over the national format in a heartbeat. 100% all in. The national format, in my opinion, is less than mediocre, would maybe be the word to use it. I mean, any bowling's better than no bowling, but I certainly love the format that you guys have got going on here, especially when we get into the pairs. Some of the ways you're breathing new life and energy into the game. I can't wait to get out there and try these different formats. Played the 5-a-side, 5 ends this year, and I was less than pleased with a lot of the different things. So hoping we see some minor amendments next year. Maybe major, actually, but something. Otherwise, yeah, there's certainly some new tournaments.
Good tune.
The movie star score there was some clapping.
Looks like Pac-Man picked up a 4.
Oh, is that the
Close
game?
out the game, yeah.
Oh, movie star. Congratulations to Scott Packer. He's the brewery champion. Movie star going home empty-handed.
Picking up $150.
The Pac-Man.
Yeah.
He's going to pack that into his pockets.
Yeah. And good opening bowl here from Bobby Selzler.
As you drink a Selzler.
The
Love
lime
it.
twist, yeah.
Hoping for a comeback here. Not necessarily
Yeah.
to win, but I want to see this one come down right to the wire.
They've both
just-
been bowling so well this whole, both days.
We'll see if we can get a quick interview from the movie star now that his game's ended. See if he can come over here, talk to us about how he played today. Nice bowl by Bobby there.
Yeah.
He's Jack High. Claire's about 4 feet past.
Yeah.
Then there's a real short bowl, maybe 6 to 8 feet.
I think Claire would be happy with just a 1 and a 1.
Yeah.
She's just looking for that.
This is
close
awful
ball.
close.
This is really good.
awful close. Just needs to keep on trucking. Just
Oh.
came up. Lame duck a little bit. So still one for Bobby. Good song for Bob. Maybe if in the pairs would be Bob-a-ran. Bob-a-ran.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to talk to him about that. That could be a good theme music for him.
Getting a little narrow on this one.
Quite light again, too.
Yeah.
2 very loose bowls and 1 good one so far this end. The barn door is open for Claire here. She can drag the cat here. 2 feet. She's got game. As Mr. Seidman says, sometimes you go for those types of shots when you got the chance to win it.
Sure.
Why play another end if you can end it right now? Well weighted.
Yeah.
She got it? Just slips past. Still might be the shot.
Might be a shot.
We'll see.
Looks good. Yeah, we're getting asked. Oh, Bobby
Still won, Bobby. But Claire definitely has very good potential to win on her last bowl now. Drags the cat
Yeah, she was close.
8 inches. Probably gets the win.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I don't know about you. Kind of need to go to the washroom, but I can't miss this. Can't
No.
miss this action. Don't want to miss it.
Don't want to pose. No.
Bobby's drawn in for
Bob.
another.
Yeah, it looks like 2.
That's 2. Huge bowl here for Claire, though. She can go from down 2 to up 2 and write her name in the record
She
books.
can get this game.
The
with
inaugural
just a touch of the
Canadian
jack.
Bola Open champion, if she can come through here.
Claire Day never ceases to amaze me. Every time I see her play, she's doing something special.
She dropped it down. Usually she'll run after it if she's really excited. This is
looking.
narrow. It's narrow.
Oh.
Great try. Love that she went for it, though.
Yeah.
Any
Gotta go
jack
for it.
movement there, that's game over. Love the aggressiveness. Did miss it by much.
I got a 4-way tie for 5th. That didn't earn me anything today.
Those final points are often the hardest to get. Claire's just looking for a 1 and a 1 or a nice 2.
And she was close there. Like, what do you think she missed by 3 inches, 4
Yeah.
inches?
Yeah,
Because
probably.
even if she slices it, probably
Who
wins the
cares?
game. Yeah.
Just get it back, right?
Any piece of that kitten. And she's wearing the championship belt right now.
Yeah.
And you, as
I'm jealous.
Commissioner Vince McMahon, would be
Yeah.
presenting it to her.
No chance. That's what you got.
Dr. Roboto coming on now. Great tunes out here.
Good too. Mr. Roboto.
Machine,
Ooh,
oh man.
Big bowl here from Bob.
Big
Good
Bull
opener.
Bobby. Triple
Big
B. Big Bull Bobby. Triple B.
Was looking pretty good.
I think she's going to run up a little lame, though.
Just a little short.
Great line.
Oh, wow.
Bobby asking who shot. We can confirm Big Bull Bobby is. Sometimes looks a little different from the opposite end of the green.
It does. Just want to remind all our viewers, if you're out there and joining the coverage, liking the bowls, hit that like button, subscribe button. Every interaction helps us with this channel, bringing more great coverage to you guys, keep the podcast going, and make more events like this. The Canadian Bowler Open, and we have a lot more ideas, and we want to put them into action. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
If you have any suggestions for next year's Canadian Bolo Open, throw them in the chat too.
Absolutely.
Location, rule changes, anything like
Expansion, possibly.
expansion. Maybe we do a couple of Canadian Bolo Opens if the interest is there. Let us know in the chat, and we'd love to consider that going on there. I know Mikhail Papui and the D-Baga would be more than happy to hear what people have to say about what could potentially happen. They'd love to keep growing the sport, love to keep growing this Canadian Bolo Open. So anything that you guys have, just let us know. So Claire's following this one down. That usually means she likes it.
Yeah, she's running.
I like
She
her
wants to
line.
see
It's
it.
just a question if it's weighted properly.
Can she chip her own in?
Great
So
try.
close.
Still down the one. Confirming with the marker.
She's knocking on the door.
Triple B. Big Bull Bobby confirmed that he's line one. He does have good position here.
He does.
He would love to
He's rethinking.
draw the kitten, maybe cover. He could even bury it and probably be three, to be honest.
Yeah.
That would be great if he could drag it
Drag it a
8
foot.
inches maybe.
Yeah.
8 inches to a foot. That's decent line if he's got the weight to drag it. He's so
Oh, he's
close. Couldn't have been much closer than that.
That would have been.
He's just 2 feet past. 1 foot past, he would have had it. So close.
So what do we think? Claire on the right side, or push Bobby through on the left?
Claire's got a shot to win it, Arsh. Yeah, she could draw one. Knowing Claire, I think she'll draw
Yeah.
to get the shot here. But yeah, I might you play the other hand.
A little aggressive.
Just have to
Push
hit
it
her
through.
second shot.
Yeah.
That bull's going, and you've won the game.
Yeah.
You don't even need to stick because your bull's not going anywhere, and she's got third shot as well. See, I'd be playing left to right with ditch weight type of thing, or really any weight you want.
Yeah.
Enough to move the bull through the head. But yeah, she's coming on the other hand, so she'll be drawing for one. Although she could win it on a perfect trail too if she just
could.
dragged it 1 foot straight back. It's a great line.
Not far off.
Just
gonna
a
sail
hair
through.
heaven. Yeah, hair heavy.
That weight on the other side would have actually probably chipped it out for the win.
Yeah. So Bob keeps creeping a little bit closer to the 21 himself.
He is. He's staying in it.
Real exciting game here.
It's what we expected from the two top bowlers here. They're both putting themselves in great position for bowler of the tournament as well.
Try and match what Owen Kirby and Betty Van Willingham did last week at the Nationals. Those, I think, were the unofficial bowlers of the tournament.
Betty was phenomenal.
Well, so was Owen.
Owen,
Didn't
Owen
they
was
both
good.
win singles and
They
pairs?
did. Yeah,
like,
they
You
did.
can't do any better than that.
No.
Also, shout out to the Road Dog and Nathan. They were double champions too,
They were.
but I think you always put a little bit of extra juice
On the
into the
singles,
singles.
yeah.
Doing it all on your
Do
own.
it your own. Yeah. That's why I never play singles.
Couldn't do it, yeah.
I need two bowls and stuff to run into.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
You need something to swing off. That's why you're the Spider-Man.
That's right.
You need a wall to stick on, otherwise you'll fall down. Amanda Berg in the chat.
Amanda Berg showing up. Thank you for the props. We appreciate it.
Hopefully we see her tomorrow. I know her mom and her aunt are out.
Yeah.
So every time I see her mom and her aunt, can't wait to see Amanda. Amanda's one of my best friends from bowls. Known her forever. Love for her to come out so I could give her a nice hug and touch her pink bowls that we won the JH Pimp together with so many years ago. That was probably one of my biggest victories. Those of you that don't know,
They're currently hanging out with Dave Anderson and Stevie McCarahan and Daddy Mac.
yeah, can confirm, Amanda. I see Mama and Auntie enjoying themselves about 20 feet away. We had an amazing time together the one year. We used her pink bowls and we won the JH Pimp. JH Pimp, for those of you that don't know, is the Jonathan Harrison Patuli Invitational Mixed Pairs. That's what it stood for. And it kind of predated the tournament they run now. I don't remember what they call it now. They kind of copied us, to be honest. Should have sued them for copyright infringement, but they call it now, I think. Whatever.
yeah.
What's it called? Lang
Forster Lang.
Forster Lang, yeah. So they kind of copy that. We do that for fun between the under 18s and 25s every year. And one year Amanda and I drew together, and I still remember it was in Winnipeg. I had to draw the last shot,
Yeah.
and they had like a fenced in a building, and I made the last shot, and I scaled the fence and started celebrating the victory. I've won a
UFC
lot of
style, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I've won a lot of Canadian championships over the years, but certainly that's my most memorable moment was winning that. Far more prestigious to win the JH Pimp than it is to win a Canadian pairs,
There you go.
fours or juniors.
Claire Day. Just gonna sail by. Really great line. JH Pimp, my memory is playing with Kamla friends and flaming out in the first round.
I had a good flame out moment too with my good friend Alex Scott. We somehow hilariously drew together the one year, thought we'd be unstoppable. His sister beat us in the first round. So we
it.
trucked down to the nearest bar and had one too many Jaeger bombs. Drown our sorrows. I think recently the best GH Pimp person has been John Seitman, actually.
I think so.
I think he's successful winning maybe even twice.
That's possible.
Him and Jordan Koss formed one of the best mixed pairs teams.
Got a little bit of a loose end here, but
I think Bob's line 3 though,
Bob's-
so
Bob's
Claire's got
looking good.
two chances to cut it down. Certainly going to want to. 3 or 4 for Bob here, and it's anyone's game. Confirming that both those bowls are over a yard out.
John, I can confirm that my flameout was also to your mom, Anne-Marie Seitman, beating Cam and I. We were terrible, but they played really well.
That's a good bowl by Claire.
Yeah.
Drew second there. Yeah, confirming that. Still one for Bob. Anne-Marie Seitman, probably one of the top bowlers in JH Pimp history.
The sniper.
She took down her first, I believe it was her first Canadian championship last week in the women's fours. She had a
Fantastic.
fantastic week playing with
4 is gold.
2 of the more legendary bowlers in not just Nova Scotia but Canadian history, Tammy and Jackie Foster.
Yeah. Lorraine Bizanson, Big Dog's wife, also part of that team. Really good.
You know, they're great bowlers, but even better ladies.
They are. The fantastic team.
Everyone cheers for them because
Very positive.
impossible. You just can't cheer against
You
them.
can't.
No. If Saskatchewan isn't winning, I'm hoping Nova
Hoping
Scotia's
Nova
winning
Scotia
because I love
wins,
those
yeah.
ladies. They're wonderful ladies.
All right. Bobby splashed the pot. Might be holding 2 there.
Oh, he is for sure, I think.
Yeah.
Big bull for Claire here. She doesn't want to open the barn door any further. She wants to shut it quickly. Each end that Bobby scores more, he builds more and more momentum, and then it's a slippery slope. She's tight here, but she could have something off of her bowl, maybe.
Maybe. Ooh.
Oh, a double wick. Might have gotten the shot. We'll
Wow.
see.
Didn't see that coming.
If I had to guess, I'd say Bob still won, but we're
Yeah.
going to see for sure here.
He's taking a look at it. Bob repping the Tasmania shirt.
I think he's getting out the measure here, so could be close.
Yeah,
Even the back bowl could be in on this measure, too.
that's crazy.
It's much as one for Claire, or it's 2 for Bob here, I think. Real close measure here for shot. Wouldn't be surprised if we see umpire Mikhail Papuli called.
Yeah.
He's on the sidelines. He's waiting. He knows he wants to get in there. It's his tournament. He wants to help it best he can.
Oh, it's close. It is real close.
Could be an umpire here.
Call the umpire. Call in the ready. Definitely a tight measure. It is important.
Each just measured it.
Claire wants the one.
Gone to each bowl 4 or 5 times.
Holy smokes.
You always want to determine it yourself if you can.
Yeah.
Might be time to call in the umpire though. One for Claire.
Wow.
She can't be any closer.
Nope.
20-14. Literally must have been by a whisker.
Yeah.
Smallest of margins. As you can see, Claire's taking off her hat. She means business now.
Final point. It's hammer time.
I remember Lyle Adams used to always do that when things got real tight. He'd either toss his hat completely off or he'd turn it backwards. That's when you knew he meant business.
The backwards hat. I remember Lyle with the backwards hat.
Not sure I've ever seen Claire without a hat. So
No, I know. I'm so used to seeing the flowers.
beautifully weighted bowl, but maybe 3 feet narrow.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in to this final match. Claire Day versus Bob Selzler. It has been a banger of a match. And for anybody out there, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We appreciate all the support. Every like, every subscription helps us reach our goals and make more content like this, more events like this, and support bowlers in North America. So we appreciate all your support.
Canadian Bowler Open final. Going down to the wire. Great line by Bob, but maybe
Couple
2 feet short. Imagine he's still the shot. Phil Collins in the air tonight. That's what's. I can feel it coming too. Someone's winning.
That's right. Good jam.
Claire didn't like that one. She's rubbing her head when she
she's
like, oh, maybe a
looking
bit,
a little
maybe a bit too wide,
Yeah, a little
or
bit.
maybe a bit too heavy. It is coming back quite a bit. So it's more of a weight thing. She almost came back to the jack.
Those liggies, man.
Another well-lined bowl and
Great
weights.
bowl here.
He's even
Oh.
going to squeeze in a bit more. That's probably only 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
Foot even. 2 for Bobby. Triple B, Big Bull Bob.
Big bowl Bob.
Claire's following it. She
Claire
looks
is
tight,
chasing
but
it.
she's got a little extra gas. Maybe get something out of it.
Oh, sneaky backdoor.
Chop and lie. They don't ask how, they just ask how many.
That's right.
They're going to confirm, but I think Claire is lying the point she needs now. Ooh, nice line.
Yeah.
I think he's a hair
close.
heavy though. Slam on the brakes in time.
Close. Oh, just snuck by.
I think he probably ran by just too far.
Maybe holding one.
Interesting. Claire's looking at it. From my vantage point, it looks like it's Claire, but we are up the green away, so our eyes may deceive us. The short bowl's going to look closer, and the back bowl's going to look further away with our vantage point.
Claire looking for the belt.
Great line. Is it going to slow down? Just passed.
Ooh.
So it is close enough to be a measure right now.
Bobby's taking a good look at this.
Doesn't need to change much on his last. Obviously, if it's close enough to be a measure, he could just land his bowl again and it would certainly
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
shot. Or just take off 1 foot and maybe even 2.
Oh, he's getting the marker to take a look, too. Just confirm his findings. Maybe
Obviously, it's
Bob
gonna
should
be
put
close.
that hat on. All right, Aaron. Yeah, that would be something.
Put some magic on that. So I think we've probably got a real close measure here. But
It's been
Bob
a great
knows
final.
Bob knows what he needs to do. Question on the speed of the greens. Running between 12 and 14 seconds.
Yeah, CP, that's it's definitely dried out over the course of the day, so
Yeah, it
we're
was
thinking it's 13-ish.
probably low 13s would be my guess
Yeah.
right now. It's more about 12 and a half early in the day before it dried out. Line's good. Line's very good.
Close.
Oh, the fallout I don't think will do it. It's close though. Probably 3 bowl measure.
Wow. Under pressure. Good tune, under pressure. Good for this.
Certainly a pressure matchup. I wonder if we'll see the umpires coming in here.
DJ Mikey P.
Mikhail Papui knows what to play. Waiting to see who's the shot here.
Yeah. It's a big measure. Oh, it's got to be Bob because
Claire's not celebrating.
Claire's not celebrating yet. Aaron, I do think the umpire is in the beer garden.
Mikhail Papui certainly's had some drinks today. The other umpire that's helped us out over the last couple of days, Murray Patuli's a big BC Lions fan, so I think he went home to watch that game. So
Yeah,
down to 1 umpire. Of course, I could jump in there. You could jump in there if needed, but
absolutely.
we're not actually accredited, I don't think. I'm certainly not. I don't know if you are.
I am not an accredited umpire.
So I think we just got the one, which is Michael.
I went straight coaching route. All right. Claire is looking for that elusive 1 point. All right, every end is a big end. Claire just coming up short.
Talking about how the greens run 16 to 18 in Aussie. I've been down there before. Certainly rarely ever see that here, if ever, in Canada. A lot of our greens are unfortunately around 10 seconds. So this would be considered a moderate to fast green.
That's true.
Here in Canada for sure.
People were commenting on the wind affecting the bowls, and I've tried throwing a bowl in 16, 17 speed rinks, and that's no picnic.
Yeah. Nice weight from Bobby.
Bobby.
Asking probably how short her first bowl was.
Oh, looking at the very front ones, they're about 5 feet short.
Yeah.
I'd say the shot bowl is probably about 2, 3.
Probably not even, to be honest.
Yeah, it might be closer than
Foot and
that.
a half, 2. More so narrow than anything. Those short bowls got to be at least 4.
Clear it. Not quite.
No
Probably
change.
Still down 1.
Yeah, maybe cut it down, but certainly still one for Triple B, Big Bull Bobby. Bobby swings by, had good line, but probably full 6 feet past.
Yeah, Claire's just looking to lock one good one on here.
Yeah. One bowl's all she needs.
Line's interesting.
I think this will be number 1.
Could be number 1.
Is it going to
On
slide out
Bobby.
the back door?
Oh,
Does
landed
rest.
Bobby. That's a shot. Big bowl. Big bowl Bobby.
Needs it here.
Yeah, it does.
Game's on the line. Otherwise, we've got ourselves the first ever Canadian Bola champion.
That's right.
Claire doesn't want to watch. She's going to sit on the bench. She potentially has done all that she's needed to win the title.
Well, we're pretty confident Claire's using lignoids.
Size 1 Taylor Ligno, not positive on. Bob's using
Not
some type of
Bobby.
a Drake's Pride. I'd guess a professional.
Yeah, it looks like a professional.
Here comes the bull. Very big. He's got a line that's
Does he have
very
it?
good.
Oh,
Is it
it's
just,
not bad.
I think he's short, though.
Oh. Probably gonna
Claire
come take a
is the
look.
shot. I think she's the champion. The marker put on both her hat and the Marshall Band shades.
Love it.
Make him pay. Make him pay.
And
Your
that's
first ever Canadian Bowler Open champion, Claire Day.
what a game and what a day from Claire Day. It's her day in the sun. What a win.
Justin.
Webo!
Justin.
There, Webo!
All right, I'm gonna adjust the camera here, guys. We're gonna get the presentation on stream, and
Then we'll be signing off.
then we will be signing off. Get some comments there.
Canadian Bola, Canadian Spider-Man, gonna head in there to present the championship belt to this year's champion, Claire Day. And what a day it was for her. As we noted, she beat national team member and Canadian legend Greg Wilson in the round of 16. She then knocked off another tremendous bowler, Roy Rigi, in the round of 8. Then she knocked off 8 or 9-time Canadian champion Dave Anderson in the final 4. And now she took out Bob Selzler. Like, what a run today. Amazing bowling. So we'll give you the presentation here of the belts, and that'll be it for today. Reminder, tomorrow we will have the pairs competition beginning. Plan to stream all rounds, 5 rounds tomorrow, 4 rounds the following day. Canadian Spider-Man coming out to present the championship belts here. And there's Claire. Get her on the camera. Get her on the camera with that championship belt. There she is, your inaugural Canadian Bowler champion, the Macho Woman, Claire Day. Thanks everyone for tuning in. With that, we'll sign off. Thank you for tuning in with us today, and we'll talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.